Lead generation agencies, SEO expertise. SEO expertise is a lead gen requirement now. B2B buyers don't start with your SDRs. They start with search, and they show up to the first call already educated. When 66% of B2B buyers use internet search results to find information before purchasing, your visibility in Google is a direct lever on how many deals even enter your universe in the first place. That's why lead generation agency can't just mean a cold calling agency or a cold email agency anymore. If your B2B sales agency runs outbound in a vacuum, you'll still book meetings, but you'll lose a meaningful percentage of late-stage conversations to competitors who are shaping buyer preference earlier through SEO. In this article, we'll lay out what real SEO expertise looks like inside a sales development agency, how to connect SEO data to targeting and messaging, and what to measure so you can hold an outsourced sales team accountable for pipeline, not just activity. Why SEO drives disproportionate pipeline. Organic search is still the heavyweight channel for B2B demand capture. Across multiple studies, SEO is credited with 53% of inbound leads for B2B marketers and an estimated 44.6% of B2B revenue, which is exactly why ignoring SEO inside a lead gen motion is a revenue mistake, not a marketing preference. The conversion efficiency gap is even more telling for sales leaders. SEO-generated leads are often cited at roughly 14.6% close rate versus about 1.7% for traditional outbound-only leads, an 8 to 9x advantage that comes from intent already being present before the first conversation. None of this makes outbound obsolete. Cold calling services, B2B cold calling, and sales outsourcing still create demand where it doesn't exist yet. The point is that your outbound sales agency becomes dramatically more effective when it's informed by what your buyers are already searching, reading, and comparing. Turn keywords into prospect language, not a marketing artifact. Keyword research shouldn't live in a marketing folder no one in sales opens. The phrases your buyers type into Google are your clearest voice of customer dataset, and they should show up in subject lines, call openers, and value props, especially for teams that hire SDRs at scale or work with SDR agencies to ramp quickly. Practically, we recommend mapping your top closed-won deals to the search queries and pages prospects touched before booking. When your SDRs reference those same problems and comparisons, your outreach feels less like telemarketing and more like a continuation of the buyer's self-guided research. This is also how you avoid the common trap of vanity keywords. Ranking for broad terms can inflate traffic while delivering low-intent leads that waste rep time. A strong agency will justify targets based on expected business impact and the likelihood that an ICP account is in an active evaluation window. What to demand from an agency's SEO execution. If an agency claims SEO expertise, it should start with fundamentals: technical health, crawlability, page speed, and conversion UX. Rankings are fragile if the site is hard to index or the forms and CTAs create friction, and marketing's problem quickly becomes sales pipeline problem when high-intent pages don't convert. Visibility is also brutally top-heavy. The first organic result can capture around 39.8% of clicks, while only about 0.63% of users click beyond page 1, which means marginal ranking improvements on the right queries can change lead volume far more than most outbound optimizations. Content operations matter just as much as technical SEO. Since 84% of B2B marketers outsource content creation, your lead gen partner should be able to coordinate content that matches intent, pricing, alternatives, comparisons, use cases. and then put those assets to work inside sequences run by your cold calling team and email SDRs. Rankings are only useful when they create sales conversations. SEO has to be measured in SQLs and revenue, not screenshots of position changes. Make SEO content pull its weight in Outbound. High-performing teams treat SEO content as sales enablement, not traffic bait. Comparison pages, ROI explainers, and problem-solving guides give your reps something genuinely helpful to send in follow-ups. And they reduce the amount of custom rewriting SDRs do when they're trying to explain your category in a first-touch email. This is where coordination with an SDR agency or sales rep agency becomes a force multiplier. When outreach references the same topics prospects are researching, response quality improves, and your team can move from generic pitches to consultative conversations that feel timely and relevant. To keep everyone aligned, set one shared backlog across SEO and Outbound. The recurring prospect questions, objections, and competitor comparisons you hear on calls should become content topics, and the highest performing pages should become standard links and talk tracks in your sequences. Common mistakes that break SEO-driven lead gen. The biggest mistake is running SEO as a separate marketing project. When SEO sits in a silo, content gets optimized for clicks instead of deals. Sales never uses the insights, and you end up with a disconnect between what prospects research and what cold callers say on the phone. The second mistake is ignoring technical SEO and on-site experience because it doesn't look like lead generation. Slow pages, confusing navigation, and buried CTAs quietly suppress conversions, and your sales development agency can't make up that gap with more dials or more sends. The third mistake is measuring SEO only by last-click form fills. B2B journeys are multi-touch. If you don't track influenced opportunities, you underinvest in content that shapes early preference and makes Outbound warmer. Directional attribution is enough to start. What matters is building a consistent measurement habit. The metrics that actually matter to sales leadership. Sales leaders should care about the SEO metrics that correlate with pipeline. High-intent organic sessions from ICP accounts. Demo and contact requests that originate from organic, and the number of SQLs and opportunities that were sourced or influenced by organic touches. It's also worth benchmarking performance against other channels, since some datasets suggest organic contributes roughly 55% of inbound leads and 86% of B2B companies say SEO has improved sales and revenue. Use a simple scorecard to keep reporting honest and comparable across an outsourced sales team, your in-house marketing team, and any external SEO resources. The goal is to prevent pretty reports from replacing outcomes, especially when you're evaluating a sales agency or pay-per-meeting lead generation partner. Here's a practical way to frame the reporting so it stays pipeline first and comparable month over month. How to win in a zero-click AI-assisted search world. SEO is still worth it, but the execution has changed. As AI overviews and richer SERP features reduce clicks, your content needs to deliver an immediate, clear answer while also giving prospects a reason to engage deeper. Strong POV, templates, tools, and specifics that can't be fully consumed on the results page. This is also where the SEO to outbound loop becomes non-negotiable. Even if fewer people click, the topics they search still reveal intent. Your outbound sales agency should use those insights to refine ICP targeting, personalize messaging, and prioritize accounts that look like the ones converting from organic. Next steps are straightforward. Audit the last 6 months of SEO to pipeline reporting. Connect Search Console and your SEO platform to your CRM, and pilot a 90-day SEO plus Outbound program around one use case. If your current lead gen partner can't support that, whether they're a cold calling company, a B2B sales outsourcing provider, or a full-service sales outsourcing firm, it's a clear signal you need deeper SEO expertise on the roster.